Alba Produce. This place has been here forever. It was originally Old Man Rosario. Best place to come in to get your local vegetables, especially for my minestrone. So Albie, how long you been here?
I've been here 34 years.
With Old Man Rosario, right?
Yeah.
And then on your own?
30 years.
30 years. Albie, it's got a small spot, but you can find every good fruit, vegetable, Italian product that you possibly need. We're gonna need about 3 of those potatoes. We're gonna need 2 zucchini, 2 summer squash. So what do we got all day here, Al?
You got it here, we got the scuttle. We got everything you need.
Onions, carrots, potatoes, zucchini, yellow squash, celery, escarole, and cannellini beans.
That's right.
Normally I would soak them overnight, blah, 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 like for pasta fazool, but because we're making minestrone, that's a good quality cannellini bean. Okay, so this is the starting lineup. We got onions, we have potatoes, Yukon Golds, we have escarole, we have Savoy cabbage, we have fresh ripe tomatoes, we have carrots, we have celery, we have zucchini, we have summer squash. And the one cheat we're gonna have is canned cannellini beans or white kidney beans. You know, normally I would soak them, rinse them, cook them, go through all that, but these aren't bad, and we're gonna rinse them as well before we use them.
2 large onions, chopped. Doesn't matter what kind of onions, just 2 large onions. Preferably Spanish, yellow, white.
So I start with the 2 large chopped onions in plenty of Partana extra virgin olive oil. There's already a ton of it on the bottom of the pan. Trust me, Partana extra virgin from Sicily, the best.
Dice up some celery. I like using celery hearts, right? So the middle of the celery. Cut in pieces like that, see? Yeah. So I got 3 medium-sized carrots that I'm gonna put in there. You know, nothing I do says something has to be chopped perfectly or cut perfectly, whatever, but just try to keep it around the same size that I'm doing, okay? Like that. And for those of you that are actually watching these and trying the recipes and paying attention, there's some secrets in here that you're not gonna get that I was never gonna give to anybody, to be honest with you. But you know what? I don't want to go down as not having passed off this great recipe of my mother's, her minestrone. Okay, so 2 large potatoes. I like Yukon Golds, you know, whatever. Next, some chopped up cabbage. You can use any kind of cabbage, actually, you know what I mean? Same thing. You know, coarsely chopped like that, all right?
So in the pot right now, the onions, the extra virgin olive oil, the celery hearts, the carrots, the Yukon Gold potatoes, and Savoy cabbage, a small Savoy cabbage. I put them all in there like that. I also layered the vegetables, and then with each layer I put a little bit of salt, kosher salt or sea salt preferred. Now you cover this. You leave it alone for a couple of minutes. Okay, so it's been a couple of minutes. Remember, leave it covered. Trust me, it's not gonna burn. But you have to check it every few minutes. You have to give it a good stir.
So now we're gonna cut some zucchini. Little half moon shapes. Then as it gets larger, you can cut them into like little triangles, but same thing, like maybe a 1/2 inch thick. Zucchini, squash, and escarole go in at the end. Otherwise, they will overcook. Everything that's in the pan now is in there because it goes in beforehand because it all needs more time to cook. Right, Melina?
Yeah.
All right, Melina says yes. Even size bites, okay?
Okay, so a few minutes ago, all these vegetables were up to here, pretty much, and then I covered them, right? They're cooking down. Trust the process. So that cooked down a bunch. Now we're gonna add the zucchini and the yellow squash right in there, and we're gonna add another pinch of salt. Give it another good stir, coat it all with the oil, mix the zucchini and the squash right in, get everything coated nice. And then we're gonna add the water right after this. The key to this is to cook all the first ingredients down with the extra virgin olive oil and caramelizing and steaming, because they're also steaming at the same time. by keeping the pan covered, okay? So we just added the zucchini and the yellow squash. We're adding water now, preferably either room temperature or hot. This is completely vegetarian. It does not need any animal stock whatsoever, none. Leave it the way it is. So when I make minestrone, it's very densely packed. Like, I make it nice and thick and then delicious. So we're gonna bring it to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we're gonna lower it to a simmer. And then we're gonna finish with escarole and with the cannellini beans.
This is escarole. Nice green leafy vegetable. A lot of Italians use escarole. So I'm just gonna cut this really coarse chopped. The escarole will go in probably for the last 20 minutes or so of this dish. Just a nice coarse, just a coarse chop, just like that, right?
So at this point, it depends on how you like things cooked, right? So what I do is I keep checking the potato, right? Keep checking the potato. Wow. Fucking hot. So at around the 20-minute mark of the simmering, I add the rinsed cannellini / kidney beans, about a cup, to this, and I keep it going for a simmer for about another 20 minutes, okay? And then I'm gonna finish with escarole. Okay, so the potato was, besides burning my tongue, it was good. It was cooked right, good enough for me to throw in the escarole. Now I just want to taste the flavor, see what the flavor is like. If it is an intense, delicious vegetable flavor, that's what we need, right?
And it's unbelievably delicious, like just the broth. This is, I taste childhood, like my mother making this in the fall, in the winter. Wow, this is really delicious. It's good. Put it in a bowl and eat it. Doesn't need grated cheese. Grated cheese wouldn't hurt. Good quality, right? Pecorino, Parmigiano, but it doesn't need it at all.